Hey guys, what's going on? Hope everyone's doing well. Uh, One thing I want to mention real quick. I'm doing this video. I'm doing since I've kind of stopped basically the vlog here. It's like I'm vlogging as I think of something to talk about or something interesting. But so I'm not gonna go into like the date or anything like that on these videos anymore. I pretty much did 3 months straight of vlogging. I missed a couple of days in March, but January and February I hit every day, and it's just kind of pootered out, parted out. I don't know, whatever. But anyway, I'm still vlogging when I have something to talk about. I'm just like I said, I mentioned this before. Not calling it vlog year anymore. So I'm not going to put dates, but I'm filming. The reason I'm telling you this because this and the past two videos that I did, I'm doing them all in one shot. And so that's why I have the same clothes on in all these videos. Uh, there's a video I just did on my talking about my comic book collection, and there was another video I did about sort of a figure review spoof. Wasn't a full-on review. Anyway, not sure which order these videos are going to go up. I'll decide what order I put them up. I don't know. But anyway, so I just thought I'd mention because I got the same, Ranger t-shirt on. I got my Stanley Cup hat. They're all being shot in the same one after another. But they're going up at different times, and they're not specific. They're not geared towards a specific day or anything like that. So, I want to explain that, get that out of the way. Now, the thing I want to talk about on this video is a couple of days ago, I got together with some friends, and we went to a place called Dave & Buster's. Now, if you're familiar with this, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't think they have those in other countries. They're sort of a chain around here in the U.S. It's basically, again, I think these are just in the U.S., so you may not, if you're looking at this in other countries, you may not know what I'm talking about. But there's another chain of places called Chuck E. Cheese, it's there for kids parties and, it's pizza and they have video games and all this stuff, and they have games where kind of like boardwalk games. You have basketball hoop and skee ball, and you have air hockey and all these things, and you can win tickets, and you bring kids, and they do, like I said, they do kids parties and stuff like that, and you trade the tickets in at the end of the day for prizes or whatever. Well, anyway, Dave & Buster's is basically like that, but for adults. Teenagers / adults. I think you have to be at least 18 to get in this place. Or you could be a kid, but you have to be with your parents, Because, now, this place is awesome. It's a restaurant, and it's an arcade. Now, you have a whole bar area and a whole restaurant area, and then you go, and there's an arcade, this giant arcade, and there's a bar there as well. And you can, in this place to eat, and you can get food. So basically it's one giant arcade restaurant. And even where, when you first walk in is the main restaurant part, there's even a couple little arcade games, sort of where you would you would come in and be seated. So it's giant. And this place is so much fun. And we went, it was me and two other friends from work, and we went. Now, like I said, there's skee ball, and there's all kinds of video games. You have your big arcade shooters. There's the racing games. There's you have all your classic games. Well, not all, but a lot of you still have your Pac-Man and Donkey Kong and Galaga and stuff like that. All the classic 80s. And again, if you may not be familiar with these games, for some of you guys that only grew up with Xbox and stuff like that, and nothing against that, because I got a PS3, I got a Wii, I got a 360, so I'm a gamer. But certain games never go as out. Pac-Man is still an awesome game. So is Donkey Kong, Galaga, Centipede. All those games, they're still classics. That's why they're still found in places like this. But this place, like I said, it's a blast. And you have games that you just play for fun, and then there are the games that you win the tickets, And again, then you have the little room, and you can train them in for like a stuffed animal or cup or whatever, and it's just the fun of it. Yeah, and these are things that maybe you could probably buy for a couple of bucks, but that's not the point. The point is like, ooh, I got a prize, It's so much fun. Plus, like I said, it's for adults, so you can drink. You can drink, and they do card you, so they do watch that stuff. I think, even though I'm not sure how they do it, because like you have to be at least 18 to get in. I guess they card you at the bar, because the drinking age is still 21. But anyway, so you could play. They have there's little tables. You could be playing the basketball game or whatever, and there's little tables you could set your beer down or whatever you're drinking. So it's it's so much fun. It's such a blast. In fact, I'll show you that my friends didn't care about the tickets, so I got all the tickets. So I got this little cup at the end of the night, and I got this ball, which actually didn't have enough tickets, and most of the prizes, there's like a tag on them that say how many tickets you need to get. And I was asking the guy, how many tickets you need. He says, well, he looked it up. There's 450 tickets to get this one little ball, which probably costs $2. But again, that's not kind of the point of it. It's more the fun, that. But and so at the end when I was checking out, it's like, dude, you like this? You like the ball? Like, yeah, I was just looking for anything. I knew I couldn't get anything great. Because they had bigger items, and they actually have video games that you could buy, like PlayStation games and Xbox games and stuff like that. But you need a lot of tickets for that. It's crazy. But anyway, I was just looking for anything halfway decent. And the balls, throw it around or whatever. So he just kind of throw it in the bag, and here, don't tell anyone. The other thing that I did get was also this little rubber kind of spiky ball, and I'm probably gonna give this to my niece and see if you bang it. See, it flashes, and that's kind of trippy. Whoa, little flashy ball. So that's kind of fun. You can throw that around. I don't know. Not the greatest thing in the world, but it's something. It's something. It's just kind of neat. I won a prize. Anyway, so it's a lot of fun. It's so much fun. And we were even in doing this. This one guy, Alan, he'd only been to Dave & Buster's once. There's one in New York City. So that's the only time he'd been there. And Chris, my other friend who was with me that day, had never been there. So it's really cool. And you have these, basically you pay and you have a card. And they just load points on the card. And each game is 5 points or 6 points or 3 points. So it depends on the game. And they all have a thing that you kind of swipe. And you swipe the card. In fact, here, let me show you. Let's see if I can get this. I got in my wallet. Let's see. Yeah, here. This is, see, Dave & Buster's Power Card. And you have this strip. And you basically swipe this across the machine. And you swipe that across the machine, and then you get to play the game. And like I said, so much fun. You got the arcade shooters, racing games, all kinds of things. And we had this thought of, and I mentioned this in one of the other videos when I talked about my comic book collection, the comic book collection video, where me and my friends, we want to get a whole group together and see the Avengers. Now, that comes out this Friday. I'm definitely going to see it that Friday, but that's a movie I'm definitely going to see more than once. And we were brainstorming, we were thinking, now the Dave & Buster's in this big mall, where tons of stores, it's huge. There's a giant movie theater, and they have an IMAX theater, and it's the closest IMAX theater in this area. I think there's one in New York maybe, but this is, for us, this is a little closer. I'm not sure. So anyway, so we had this whole plan of like if we can go to like an early afternoon show, like a 1:30 to 2:30, somewhere in there, and then from there go over to Dave and Buster's, and we can still spend hours, and we can eat there, or we could eat somewhere else. There's plenty of places in the mall to eat. And then we can just like make like a whole afternoon of it. And I'm really excited to do this. If we just have to get kind of work out a time and date and figure out people's schedules and that. So I'm really gonna be excited if we get to when we get a chance to do that. And I'm sure I'll talk about that. And so that's that. So that's what I figured I would talk to you guys about is our little trip to Dave and Buster's. We had a great time. It's a lot of fun. If you have a Dave and Buster's in your area, again, I don't know where they are. I don't think they're in other countries. Maybe, who knows? But I'm sure if you just go on the computer, type in Dave, I'm sure you could do a search and you figure out if there's one in your area. If you have one in your area, definitely go. Bring a bunch of friends. It's such fun. It's so much fun. And they do parties. You could do a birthday party there, or if you just maybe graduation party or something. I don't know. You could have like groups together anyway. But it's a lot of fun. I would definitely go check it out if you have one near you. It's so much fun. So all right. Getting a little tight. This is 3 videos I've done in a row, and I guess that's about it. I'm trying to think if there's something else. Yeah, I think that's it. That's it. We're gonna wrap it up. Haven't done that in a little while. So yeah. So hope everyone is doing well. Again, until my next video, whether it be vlog or review or what have you. Hopefully I'll have some new stuff soon. No new figures come from eBay. I'm trying to think. I got one figure coming, and I keep searching for these other figures. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's it. I'm really gonna end it now. Song.